the day has come where I actually need to test the germination rates on my seeds. And for that, I have the following supplies. I have Ziploc bags. I have paper towels, and I like the pre-cut style paper towels. Water, and this is DI water because I don't want any chlorinated water. Try not to get tap water if you can. DI water is great, or if you have reverse osmosis water, that's excellent as well. And then I have my seeds and a marker. That is what I need. So first thing I'm going to do is fold all of my paper towels into smaller pieces to go inside each of these bags. So that's what we're going to do first. All right, so each of my bags has a folded paper towel inside them. And the next thing I'm going to do is take my DI spray water, and I'm just going to make my paper towels damp, not soaking wet so that they're dripping, because that'll just promote mold. So we just really want them damp and wet. And then I'm just going to take my seed. If you're actually testing and you want to calculate a rate, the easy way to do that is to do like 10 seeds. And that way you can easily calculate that my growth rate is, if you've got 7 growing, sprouting out of 10, it's a 70% growth rate, right? It's very easy to do the math. In my case, I'm not caring so much about the growth rate of my seeds, as I'm really just testing to see if they're growing at all. So in a 14-day span, I want to see if these things are even germinating, or if the seeds are so bad that it's time to throw them away. So in my case, depending on how many seeds are in my packet, I may do 10, or I may just do a few, or just any number. I don't really care. So then you're going to take those seeds and spread them out on that paper towel. And remember, it's damp already. And then I'm gonna not entirely close the bag. I'm gonna leave about 1.5 to 2 inches actually open. I'm gonna label what it is and the date that I started this testing. So we are going to do that same process with all of the seeds that I have. One thing that I would keep in mind is, if they're larger, or let's say it tells you, you might want to soak them in water overnight for 24 hours before you start the germination test. I would do the same thing when it comes to actually starting to grow them. So if I was putting them directly in my rock wool, I would soak them for 24 hours before I actually stick them in my rock wool. That just enhances the germination success. So and just like that, I have tested a bunch of seeds today. And now I'm just going to lay them in a not so hot, not so cold, but dry location. And honestly, it doesn't need sun. So I'm going to lay them with the seeds down in a location that'll keep the damp towel over the seeds. And then I'm going to keep my spray bottle nearby. And so as I check these, if they look a little dry, I might squirt them down a little bit. We want to keep them damp for the next 2 weeks. And I'm just going to watch them and check the germination rate about 7 days, so a week from now, and then another 14 days from today, so 2 weeks from now. So that's it. That's what we do.